Can't level up any further. Wow. Maybe that's what I need to do to all these characters. That is not generous. Ugh. You should respect your status. Yeah, power your lives. They sound incredibly stupid. You should be the champion. We're just gonna wait. Here he comes. Oh boy. Free bird. I'm at. Wow. Wow. You really are worthless, aren't you? His whole strat hinges on staying in the corner. Alright, end. I might as well go get a cup of hot cocoa, because this is going to take the rest of my life. Ah, I see you have keyed in on the corner strategy. Come on, Buffy McKnight boy. Nope. Why did I even level you up all those times? I thought you could take them by yourself. So we're just gonna attack again. Oh, what a great use of my turn. We'll hide Sniper Guy back here. Ah, and no damage. Oh, no, goodbye, Dancer Boy. Oh, there goes protagonist number 2. Oh, there goes Church Boy. Oh, there goes Music Player Man. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. 'Cause we're all in the mood for a melody. You've got us feeling alright. I guess I'll be flying without wings. God. Money will never be the same. I'm too young to die. Cassania will live on forever. Nah, that's enough. No. I'm out. See you later. No. I'm done. Hello everyone, my name is Atratzu, and today I'm giving you my thoughts on Falnarion Tactics. This game was sent to my Steam Curator about a year ago. It was developed by Team... I don't know how to read this. Syukino? I want to just read it Team Syukino, but I don't think that's the case. This game was released January 2019. The standard price for it is $7.99, although it regularly goes on sale. Right now, as I'm making this video, it is on sale for 75% off. And at this time, I have played 6 hours of the game, kind of have the gist of it, and I don't want to play it anymore. But let's talk about this game. This game is... The only other game that I've played like it has been Fire Emblem Fates. Wait, is that the order that it is? No, Fire Emblem Fates, Conquest. That was the game that I played. It's the only Fire Emblems game that I played. This was made in... This is an SRPG Studio. So that's the tool that's used to make it. It's kind of like RPG Maker, only it makes a different kind of game and makes a different flavor. So with that being said, there's a lot of the same assets that you find just packaged things as SRPG Studios. So a lot of the default assets are in it, which kind of tough for me. Okay, so let's start with the story. The story is told you play as Felm and Momo. Those are the two main protagonists of this game. They're also the only characters that have full sprite models here. There's a huge collection of other side characters that are participating with it, but these are the characters that are supposed to be the focus of the story. And yeah, the story really didn't interest me all that much. The short of it is you're a part of a group of rebels who are trying to overthrow an empire. It's just your basic bread and butter Empire bad, we good, we take down Empire, and we show you, and we good guys. Why you no believe we good guys, and that's just basically the gist of the story. There's nothing to write home about. There was nothing here for me. There were a lot of different characters. Actually, if you go back to the main menu, you have extras here, and you can actually look through the characters, which I was like, okay. You've got this character, right? 21, got it. You've got this character, 18, got it. And then I was just like, okay, so how long is this? And I was like, oh, wow, okay. This is a lot of characters. Even in a normal video game, you normally don't, like, I'm thinking just like a normal, just RPG, you normally have several, maybe 12 characters that your story focuses on, and then you have like some side characters that show up and leave, but not nearly as many as this. And I'm afraid this kind of dilutes the experience, because it's just kind of like there are bios written for all of these different characters and sprites given for them too. It's a lot of good attention to detail, but how many people do you know that are actually going to come to the extras and read all these backstory stuff? I'm afraid I don't know very many that will. So kind of makes me wonder, again, especially like I was wondering about gallery and music room. Why are these here? I don't understand why these would be here. Somebody's like, man, I really want desktop backgrounds, but I don't want to buy SRPG Studio. So instead, I'm gonna go here and screenshot all of these. Don't get me wrong, they're nice backgrounds, but that's not why someone buys a game. Unless, of course, like I would do that with like Mario backgrounds or something, maybe. If you really like the theming, you can, but I guess it's an option, it's there, but I just don't quite understand it. But yeah, there's an attention to detail here that you can tell that the developer who made Falnarion Tactics was trying, but it just doesn't capture my interest. So the story doesn't drive me. What do we have for gameplay? So let's just jump into the first mission. Got it, blah, 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 got it. No, thank you, I already know. Yep, that's good to know. I'm glad that it's there, but I don't need to read it again. Nope, excuse me, you can go away now. Please stop. I'm tired of seeing this. I'm just clicking through as fast as I possibly can, but it's not going anywhere. I'm, okay, all right, thanks, bye. All right, so when you start a new game, you have a choice between doing story and last stand. And I would recommend probably going through the story. Last stand, I think, is just battles and battles and more battles. I don't know. I wanted to do story, so I did. You click story, and then this is the first screen that you are met with. So let's go over all these options really quickly. Units. We can't unselect anybody right now, but this is where you would unselect them or select additional people that you wanted to bring in with your fight. These are your different characters that are available to you. When you start out, you have Felm, the main protagonist, Aristotle. I imagine the inspiration from the name Aristotle. I at least hope so. The Black Mage, and Momo, the Priestess. So you see there's the basic stats that you would have in an RPG style game, and the weapon and items that are currently equipped with that, as well as the level and the experience with that. You can manage, there's a lot of settings here. You can manage what's available in here. So we can, for example, we could take out medicine if we wanted to. So now phlegm, I just call him phlegm, because if the L's on the other side, it's phlegm. So you can take out items, put items in. So this is your preparation phase. You're not going to have access to everything like this when you start the battle. And then the formation, you can rearrange how they are. I didn't actually see what the point of this was. You got stats that go with it. You can use an item if you want to use an item now. This tells you the objective. The objective is you need to defeat all the enemies, and you lose if phlegm is out of action. And that is the basic gist of it. And then you can save when you start, but you can't always save when you are actually in it. If you wanted to rearrange, you can right click out of this, and then that brings you to this, and then you can click and switch where your characters are starting. I remember that you were able to do that in Fire Emblem Fates, so I was like, it's got to be an option here, but it wasn't strictly pointed out. Kind of had to figure that one out on my own. Also, it's not a really big deal, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. The only benefit is that you can maybe give a slower character a bit more of a head start by moving them in the front. But if the strategies are that hair point in this game, then that can't be a requirement for playing through your game. That's just makes me unreasonably irritated. Anyway, fight. That's how you start the chapter. You start the chapter, you get some exposition. We click through the exposition because I've already told you the basic gist of it. It's like, oh, you're here. You're all part of a team. We all work together. We're friends. We are, uh-oh, there are bad guys over there. Let's take them down. Yeah. And that is the gist of what we have just skipped over. I did read it the first time through, and I really didn't care for, whoops, let's right click and see where people can attack. And I really didn't care for what the characters were saying. I couldn't have been more indifferent. And I was irritated, and you have all your different like token stereotype characters. All right, we're still in tutorial land, so it's like, look at this. They're the stationary people that don't move, and then they're the ones that move that are attacking you. So yeah, those are the ones that are attacking you. As you can see, your character defends him or herself when attacked. These are the moving ones, and these are the stationary ones. Alright, let's hit this one here. Okay, we leveled up. Bonus get. And let's go over here. Oop, nope, right here. And if you ever want to get out of something, I right-click to bring it back. Wait, end. Here they go again. 2 misses. I couldn't tell you what stat is going on that's causing the misses. I just chalked it all up to luck, which is exasperating. Alright, and you die too. And let's use a staff. And this is another thing that was in Fire Emblem. The staffs have a number of uses. Weapons are also limited, so can we see this yet? Not quite. So let's check. Alright, so you look at the longsword, we've got 19 strikes with it, alright? If we use it, that will then take it down to 18 strikes with it. Just like the staff has been used once, and so now the staff is going to be is going to have 2 more uses that are available to it. So, for illustration's sake, run up here. We want to use Healing Rod. That would require, we have 2 more uses of Healing Rod. So, no real reason to use this person right now, so have them wait. Same thing for spellbooks. Spellbooks also have a limited number of usage. So, alright, here's 18. Let's move in here, attack. That will bring us down to 17. There you go. So, weapons have durability as well. That was something I didn't realize until later on in the game. There was a lot of things I didn't realize until later on playing through. So, I concluded that you're most effective at increasing your winning chances if you are playing through... If you're playing through and you get everything as early on in the game as possible. Miss. Yay, my favorite. Let's wait here. We'll end. Approach. You attack and you die because you're a fool. How dare you. And then I only ran into it on this one level, but there are chests that you can open. Boop, 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 boop. Right here. All right. This chest is open. I already ran over here and tried to open it. Last time, you cannot open this one, but this one is closed. So we'll wait. They don't care to attack. because they're standing guard or something. Alright, another weird thing that happens that I don't understand why it happens is sometimes I get to move twice during a turn. I feel like a cheater when I do that. I don't know. I feel like it's a stat somewhere, but I don't even know. Act again, unit skill, fixed probability to act consecutively. What kind of chances are there? That would be valuable information to know. Any of these abilities that potentially proc, okay, counterattack, that always happens. Survive, 50%, so when you might die, there are sometimes that you just survive. These aren't things that you should be relying on. That's not good game design to rely on a chance. Like this one at least has a percentage, 50% chance that you're gonna survive. All right, at least I can work with those numbers. It's not a good number, but at least I can work with those numbers. Act again though, this is an exasperating skill because I can't rely on it ever. Maybe I'll be able to act twice, but it's unlikely I can't rely on it. And I might seem like I'm nitpicking, but later on in the game, it gets frustratingly difficult for me. And these small details were the difference between me pushing on and trying to figure out a strategy that would get me through the game and me just being done with this game. Now you will notice that there is, oh, okay, sure, we're just gonna have our double attack. Cool beans. All right, let's just do this. Crit, yay, ta-da, we're done, we win, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I kind of like that song, but it's a different song. All right, we have money, and it always asks you to save, and so these are all my save files that I have here, also showing the amount of time that it's taking me to get through here. This is a little bit deceptive because you just look at it straight through, rather than how much time it took me to get past certain levels. So at first, I was running around and I was just trying to complete side quests, and then I was like, let's just push through the main story and see what happens. So I pushed through the main story and quickly ran into a brick wall because I didn't farm up enough levels and enough money and enough experience that I could really do that much. And I also don't like sinking my money into stuff to just try to make it work. So this is part 2 of the game. The primary part of the game, I would say, is going to be the combat part, which feels very much like it would in a Fire Emblem game. And then you have your, I would say, base screen, where you're managing items and party members, and you're selecting side quests, and that is the secondary part of the game. You'll spend a fair amount of the game in this. I almost said half, but that is laughable. You'll spend maybe a fourth of your game here suiting your character up, and then the rest of the game is going to be spent in battles, but a lot of it is going to be spent waiting for your turn to come again. Frustrating, exasperating experience for me. So in this mode, you've got all the same things as before. You can manage your units here. You can trade items between different ones. It basically has all the different options that you would expect it to have. I should also point out that this is the first SRPG Studio game that I've played. So for me, all of these locations and settings were very new. So I had to walk through all of them to understand what was going on. So the info, it gives the weapons triangle. Unfortunately, this is not color coordinated, so you just have to memorize it. And I did notice that it did have some effect. Magic and swords are effective against axes and bows. Axes and bows are effective against lances and hidden. And I mean, I get it, but also this should be color coordinated somehow. Like this does not help anybody. It's not natural enough to think in these terms. Yeah. So you can also talk to the different characters. This is your Sasuke character. Hey, Felm, I'm kind of busy right now doing guy things. Do you mind coming back later? Yeah, sorry. So yeah, that's your token moody archer character. And this is your knight character. I'm making stew. That would be great. I would love stew. You have stew. Yay. Are you making it again? No. It's okay. Thanks again. This talks about the revival system, so this is, again, helpful in understanding the basics of the game, the info, good stuff. Quests. Again, I would recommend that you jump in and you do all the quests as soon as possible. There's some that you're not going to be able to do. For example, which one was I trying to do? Was I trying to do hired help? No. There was one of these that I was doing that the average level was 1, but it was just insurmountable odds. I was just not going to be able to beat them at all. And I had to come back later. And then some of these were like the average level is 20. Why is this available right now? I don't understand why this is available now. That one might be doable. Average level 1. Once again, I don't understand the organization of these, but I've concluded that your best strategy in succeeding through this game is that you want to try to do as many of the side quests as possible. And that, again, not particularly well designed in that way. You want to make sure that your player can push forward in the game and feel like they're actually getting somewhere with progress. My understanding is that some of these side quests also disappear while you play the game, as you progress, that is. And some characters become unavailable later on in the game too, even if you've unlocked a bunch of them and it doesn't give you warning or anything. You have a lot of characters to work with, but again, it just was a frustrating mechanic for me and I didn't really enjoy it. Now we have shopping. There's another frustrating thing to talk about. There's a limited number of things that you can buy in this game. So let's do, what is this? Film booster. Give him a stat boost. Well, we can't do that. We don't have enough money for it. Seems like you need more gold. You can only buy one of these. You can only buy 20 of these, 10 of these. And as you progress in the game, that number and the item is finite. It does not come back. Now, I did read that the developer put in some updates. For example, the developer put in these utility hammers, and this is how you bring back durability on your weapon. But once your weapon has been destroyed, your weapon has been destroyed. So you want to manage your resources better with utility hammers. It was just a hot fix. And I mean, credit to the developer for putting in some kind of fix for it, but you still have to jump through all of these convoluted hoops and learn all these weird things when really you just want to be able to tell someone to pick up the game and just play through, and you kind of want it's game theory that we're talking about at this point. You want people to be able to play your game and to progress and play it in their own style, but you want to encourage strategy. This is a strategy style game, and I didn't feel like I was really engaging in any strategy. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. Let's continue going down through the settings. Bonus trade, I never used any of these. I think just special items, expensive items, I don't know, didn't pick up any of those. Configure, you have access to this. This is a setting, and I would recommend that you go through these probably pretty quickly. What I did pretty quick into the game is I switched the unit speed to fast. It was normal at first, but I wanted the units to move faster because it was agonizing waiting. This made it from painful to tolerable up until you had armies of like 30 against 30, and then it still is. It needs to be instantaneous for the most part because it's just exasperating waiting for such a crazy amount of time. And a lot of times the enemy's movements don't actually matter to you at all. So that's frustrating. And then there was a few of these weren't on. There wasn't map unit HP, but I liked managing that there. Also, I didn't like there was a pop-up window that showed up. Okay, here it is. So I turned off real battle. So I wanted to turn this off because there was originally a pop-up that would show that there was an interaction. Let's really quickly show that in our next fight. So I'd recommend going through these and then probably trying to simplify and speed up animations because the animations are just so slow and repetitive. Now, this was something I was experimenting with. This seems to be a way to convert your currency for... Wait, that was currency, right? Wasn't it? Actually, I don't think I understand what this number is. Okay, interesting. Whatever this is supposed to be, this is what you spend to level up people outside of... Bonus is missing. Bonus is missing. Alright, so bonus. So I guess you get bonus experience after you're done with a fight. I never noticed that. I had a lot of it built up. Just like with currency, I like to hoard it. This is not a feature that should be required that somebody understand and look for themselves to be able to figure out how to get through the game. Again, I don't think that that is a fun mechanic, and I don't think many people will enjoy that. If it's a necessary thing, as what people need to do to be able to get through the game, and I would say you probably need to manage all this, but I think it shouldn't be a necessary part of the game that you get bonus experience points, you figure it out for yourself, and then you plug them into something. That being said, I also play games differently than a lot of people, so maybe I'm just dumb and other people would figure this out with no problem. So, then you have load, you have save. The way that you can go back to the main menu is by pressing your F11 key. Otherwise, you can't go back. I can't right-click again, I can't press escape, so it's kind of a weird button configuration, but I assume that it is because of the SRPG Studio tool that was used to make this. So if you wanted to if we wanted to proceed from here, so I would say probably jump in and do, oh, I did this one. This one was, yeah, okay. We're not going to finish this one, but let's jump in. We'll jump in here to this mission, but if you wanted to proceed, you'd choose next, and then that would continue to the next main story, the next chapter of the main story. But following my advice, let's go to this place, proceed to this map. And the icon was a hint. This is a mission that you're doing to try to get another party member. So here we have an option. We can choose who we want. We could choose nobody. That wouldn't make much sense. Let's choose these characters and Thief. And that's our healer. I kind of want to keep her, but nah, we will go without. All right. And then again, let's arrange. All right, let's put you over here. Sure. All right, and let's fight. There's a bit of exposition. All right. Let's go here. I did also notice that there is some advantage. If you see in the top right of the screen, it has AVO. I assume that stands for advantage. There are defensive locations that you can place units on the field. Again, that was stuff that I observed, not actually explained during the game. Kind of seems like an important part to be explained, though it might seem natural for somebody who's played like Fire Emblem, but let's go over here. What I used to do was just toss my troops right into the middle of the fray, but I've concluded that it's better not to attack first, because by defending, I get to heal up after it's done. I just feel like this was a better approach, because I first just thought, okay, well, if I can take down some of their troops, then I can manage better, but by doing that, then they rally around mine. So I figure let my allies go. So we've made all our moves. A defensive one, I'm hoping that this unit is attacked. Knowing my luck, it will not be. Now you will understand why one of the reasons I've been most frustrated with this game. So everything that I've talked about so far, I could kind of get by with, I could understand, but this is the part that makes it insufferable for me. End turn. We now need to watch them move and combat against every single enemy in this game moves. And then after every enemy is done moving, this is the battle screen, by the way, that I turned off because I found no need for it to be on. Because all you do is you watch one character run against the other one and hit the other one with a stick. Psh. 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 Push. Psh. Psh. Oh, just one. All right. I can make these sound effects. Brum, 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 ding dong. Brum, 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 wham. Womp, womp, womp. Womp, 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 womp. Oh my goodness. All right. End the turn has at last come to an end. Just kidding. It is now our allies' turn, which are the green units. How come they got to be green and not me? I want to be green. Green's my favorite color, not blue. It's not fair. But that's how this all plays out. And now we have to wait for all of the green units to move. So you're just thinking, oh man, this will be just the red move and then everyone else will... No, we have to wait until the other team is done moving. And then we will be able to move again and we'll probably be fine. Another thing that I learned while playing is that when units are killed, when your allies get killed, you have to use a special item that, once again, is finite. So you really, really, really want to prevent your units from being killed because, you know, you can only bring them back a certain number of times. So again, the game encourages you to play extremely defensively. And defensive play doesn't seem like it should be required. Again, you should kind of be able to figure out a play style that should work for you, but you are not given that freedom when you are playing Falnarion Tactics. Are we there yet? How about now? Now there is a downside to having the ally killing all these different units. We're not getting gold off of them, and we're also not getting experience from it either. So this really is pretty pointless. There's not much point to watching them attack each other like this. All we're doing is we're hoping that we will be able to take out more of them than us. And I'm playing this smart this time around, so this shouldn't be a problem. We should be able to take it down. But again, we have to wait through this whole process. And right at the end of this battle, for the first time that I was through, the game crashed on me. It hasn't crashed very many times, but I had to do this battle twice. And this is not one of the tougher battles that I had to do. Everyone be safe. Okay, Erica, grass gym leader. No, we're not done. I was excited. I thought, all right, my turn. Not my turn. All right, Kacha. It is our turn to play the game again. I bet you thought that it wasn't. We weren't gonna play anymore. All right, let's just run way over here and smack this guy. Let's see what happens. I'm normally pretty confident in Celten, in his ability to survive. He might die. I guess we'll find out. This character doesn't matter. We're not taking him home with us. Oh, I made a mistake. Let's turn off this animation. I don't want to watch this anymore. All right, we can always adjust this at any time. So real battle off. All right. Oops, let's see here again. Oh, he attacked back. All right. I want to see if anyone has any item worth stealing. No, why did I even bring you along? Wait here, attack here, critical hit, don't understand how that happened. And we'll go here and we'll attack and blast him with magic, or not, we're just gonna miss, don't mind me. And we've got Nighty McNightface over here. We'll attack with a steel sword. Swing at him there. Cool, cool. We get everyone, right? Yes. And then we end turn, and we do it all over again! So now you watch them pile in and smack everyone else down. And at this point, I have ran out of things to say about it. This is so boring. So just exhaustively boring to just watch the two computers bash each other. Oh, that didn't work out really well, did it? And this is why you can't walk away and just leave the room. I tried. And then I would come back and be like, oh, I need to click through here. And then we could go back to AFKing. But you can't truly AFK and wait for them because you have to watch every single death message and every single level up that every character has. Again, an exasperating experience for me. Alright, that's enough. F11, we're going back here. Okay, so I've spent 6 hours working on this game, getting it to this point. Now, there was an important part that I discovered. I wanted to make a break here, so I remembered to go back to this. At this point, if we go to the next level, which I did, alright, this, I have redone this battle so many times. I redid this battle, I think 3 or 4 times, trying different strategies to get through. And that's what really soured my disposition towards Falnarion Tactics. It was because I feel that I'm pretty decent with strategy games. I play Civilization, I played through Fire Emblem Fates Conquest all the way to the end. I couldn't beat the final boss in that game, but I played through all the way to the end up to the final boss. I feel that I'm a jack of all trades gamer. I feel like I should be fine when it comes to playing a game like this. But I don't understand how I can make any tactics, any strategies when I am playing this. I would think, okay, let's just keep these people in the back. Here's one of the things that would happen when you were playing Fire Emblem. What would happen in Fire Emblem is, skip, please. I've made a mistake. I really don't care. Nero, go burn down Rome and blame the Christians. All right, no, go away, for goodness sake, please. Stop talking. I got it. Yes, Nero, yes, just burn them. All right, so what would happen in Fire Emblem? So this is a familiar mechanic to me, that an NPC can move around and you see its max distance. If you wanted to reduce the distance that an NPC could move in Fire Emblem, you move or attack in front of it. So if we just did this character should only be able to like sidestep them, shouldn't be able to run all the way in their normal field of view. This is just exasperate. This video brought to you by the word exasperation, because that seems to be the only word that I'm using when I'm talking about this game. You can't make strategies with this game if it doesn't give you the tools to actually make a strategy with it. The best that I could do to get through this kind of nonsense was being able to find choke points like these. But again, is there a choke point here? There is no choke point here. So what is the strategy going forward here? Try to mop these up before these group file in and destroy these? There was no way that I could rely on any of actual strategy and approach for this. And you can't rely on the allies either. The only thing that you can rely on your allies doing in this game is getting themselves killed and just being cannon fodder, because that's all that they were for me the entire time that I was playing. Getting a bit heated, but again, I don't feel that I am the one that bears the blame 100% for why my experience with this game was as frustrating as it was. Now, I also should point out that there are some people that have had pleasant experiences with Falnarion Tactics. I've read several reviews on Steam from other people because I'm curious what other opinions are of games, and there are several people that have enjoyed it. fantastic. I'm glad that there are people that are smarter than me and are able to figure it out and have put in the time to grind and play this game to the point that they would be able to. Here's the thing, though. I'm not having any fun. So for me, I've reached a point that I'm ready to put this game and my experience with it behind me. Now, this particular run is doomed to fail for several reasons. Part of it is that I haven't revived all of the units that have fainted, because I hadn't figured out that the fainted units actually died and were no longer available to me. So we've started this battle with a lower than... We can't bring all of the available slots. We haven't filled all the available slots for this battle. So we're starting with less units than normal. And in addition to starting with less units than normal, we're gonna run out of durability on some weapons on different characters. I don't remember which characters they were, but there are about 2 characters here that will not have any... They'll be able to defend a couple times, and then they're going to run out of their weapon and be basically useless to us at that point. Thankfully, units aren't completely useless after that. There are a few characters that can go to the caravan while you're in the battle menu, but then you're just basically sorting through a bunch of... This is what this guy does every time. He runs in here, and then he attacks once, and then he dies next turn. Every single fight, that's what he does every single time. There's also a mage somewhere over here, some healer person that's going to come over here and cast a spell and revive somebody, I think. Again, I've watched this happen again and again and again and again, and there's the difference between the approach and strategies that I used in this game were just minimal. Tiny differences that I actually had. The biggest difference that took place was actually filling all the slots and getting familiar with, here it is, Heavenly Wing revived one of my characters. So I didn't understand what was happening. I thought my characters were being teleported in. This healer is using her reviving items to bring back my units. Unfortunately, they're underleveled and so they can't do anything. So I tried to bring them into battle, which was the mistake. They died again, and she'll do it again. Let's run over here and attack here. So again, Sturdy Lance. This guy will be fine for a while. And this guy sometimes gets to move twice. Who do we have a healer? Momo. Let's go here. Staff. Let's just use that. It should slow everyone down. Again, I didn't use all the items because I'm a hoarder. I'm not somebody who likes to use items. I want to be able to beat the game, beat the level with the bare minimum. And yeah, at this point, the most salvageable way for me to make the most out of my playthrough is to restart and play smarter, which is not a fun way to play a game. I don't want to play that way. Alright. Okay, nothing special to worry about there. Alright, end turn. Here we go again. So then we just watch it go again. So yeah. This is Falnarion Tactics. If this game looks interesting to you, I would say definitely check it out. But if you lack patience and understanding, I would say this is probably a skip for a lot of people. It's really up to the individual. And again, my goal, well, I've got a couple different goals with my videos. This video in particular, my goal is I want people who are interested in this game to see it and decide for themselves if they want to pick it up or if they want to skip it. Moreover, I'm sure that there are plenty of people that are here just to hear me get exasperated over a game because, you know, I get frustrated. Oh, here he comes. Here he goes. Oh, any second now. Here he goes. Nope. Don't make me a liar. You're going to die this turn. No. You're going to die this turn. Look at these archers. Here he comes. Nope. Oh. Oh, you've made me a liar? Oh, nope. Still a liar. So I would say this is probably the best run that I have had on this level. Which of course it is. I'm recording. When I'm recording, that's when it's always the best. If this character could live a little longer, that'd be fantastic too. Wow. Yeah, hands down, this is the best ever run through that I've had. Part of that could be chalked up to, yay, reviving another character. Part of that could be chalked up, oh, another character. Wait, whoa. Hello, welcome to life, all of my party members. Okay, all right. I might need to make a new save after this, yikes. All right, what can we do? This character is at least fortified here, so. Do you have any more of those? No, you don't. Do you have any more of those? You do. How about you? No, you do. At this point, I don't know what I should do. Who's making the farthest distance? Oh, we still have the general. Where is he? I thought he was riding something. Here he is. So Nero himself is really hard to fight. So yeah, we gotta move out of that nonsense right here, right now. We'll wait here and let's run over here. Quite the motley crew we've assembled. Let's use this item. Alright, and oh yay, double turn, woohoo! Wait. Can you snap anything from here? No, of course not. We'll make you run over here, and then we'll end this again and we'll watch it all over again. Because again, moving into the conflict always seems like a bad strat for me. Oh, you wait until next turn to die. I see how it is. Although he took down more enemies than normally he does, and more revivals happened this time. So again, this is the better run that I have had on this level. Ugh, they're taking cover too. Maybe I should just hide everyone in the tall grass and be like, nah, you can't get me. Yeah. Nope, that guy's done. Oh no. Oh, that's bad. I learned the best way to take down Nero was by using magic. Because he counterattacks pretty much everything, but I think it's magic that he can't counterattack. Please, can I make a turn now? I wish. Are you kidding me? You can right click to skip animations? Oh my gosh. I wonder if this auto turn skip. Decide whether player phase ends automatically. Yeah, I was thinking that that's probably fine. Decide whether to skip enemy Decide whether to skip enemy phase. Instant. Oh my goodness. Game changer. Alright. Anybody that can attack with magic anywhere around here? Not really. Let's wait here. I wish I could fortify this person somehow. That's our second strongest. And hit him with this. Well, you missed. I think if I attack, I think he counterattacks. I might be out of range though, which is good. Alright, let's use an item. Minor cure. Alright, we'll wait here, and Momo's in trouble. Wait. Alright, let's... Ugh. Hit him with that. And... wait there. Again, we're waiting in the tall grass. I think this is the... or not. And Tough Knocks, man. Oh, it was him that took him out. How are you gonna take me down when I'm standing in the field of broccoli? I have a plus 20 advantage in here. You can't fight me in here. I'm in the tall grass. This is where wild Pokemon jump out. Right-clicking. Ah, I can skip. I need to just stop waiting. I just need to start skipping. That's really the lesson in all this, right? Ooh, things have not gone well for me. Life's been good to me so far. Do 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 do. You just give him a good old smack there. And I mean, I can smack this person. Ah, we don't want to use that move. Okay, took care of that. We'll wait. Alright, we'll just end turn and we're skipping. Right click. Skipping. Ah, everyone's dying. Oh, death for everybody. Oh, death. And then it came down to only one character. Can we take him down at least? This is why he's so exasperating to try to fight, because gotta take him down at least. Because he counterattacks everything. And he hits like a freaking truck. The only things he can't counterattack is magic. So now, we'll play the running game. And this is pretty much how I ended up winning the last one, is I found an area and I just separated units and I just ran and I just bided my time. Typically by going about just out of range. However, one horseman is not enough to defeat the entire platoon. Alright, now he dies. Oh, now we run. Well, I've been very well acquainted with this screen. So yeah, I can think of no better way to end this video than to say, alright, there are still things that I'm learning about this game while I'm playing, and I am sure that at some point the developer is going to comment either on my Steam review or in the YouTube video and tell me all these different things that I should do to improve my experience and to play the game better. And to that, I say, no. I'm not going to come back and try again. this is the end of my experience with Falnarion Tactics. I think that I shouldn't need to work so very, very hard to play a game that I am not enjoying playing. And again, I don't want to discount the effort that the developer has undoubtedly and undeniably put into making a video game. I applaud you. You have done greater than I have by making a video game. By learning how the interface in the game maker that you are using, that you insist is not RPG Maker, I acknowledge that it is not an RPG Maker because RPG Maker does not have the utility to be able to make this kind of game. Yes, I've seen you comment that to several different people. I acknowledge that there's a lot of work that you had to put into this game. And I'm glad that there are people that are enjoying it and have had pleasure and interest in what you have made. That's fantastic. I'm glad. But I am not one of those. So this is where my journey ends. I thank you very much for sending me a Steam Curator code to try out this game. I'm sorry that I do not like it. And I was okay with it up until the gameplay exasperated me to the end. So yes, this is the end of this video. Thank you all for watching and sticking through to the end if you all have indeed made it this far. My name is Atratzu. Game over.